I always felt like Johnny Cage was like supposed to be a pretty boy actor, and I feel like Karl Urban washes his face with sandpaper.
Welcome to Tairimo Boys podcast. I'm your host Cody. With me in second chair is the boy who has 9 total Mortal Kombat victories. It's Jeremy.
Working my way up.
One more and you get total victory.
Total victory.
With me in third chair is the boy who always gets dipped in the acid pool. It's Ryan.
Hey,
Alright boys, here we are. The new Mortal Kombat 2 movie. We reviewed the first, well, we've reviewed every live action Mortal Kombat movie at this point. So,
It is true.
don't forget to check those out, but here we are. We just saw it in theaters. So starting off, this movie did a hell of a lot better than the first one, I can tell you that.
And it was a hell of a lot better than the first one, I can tell you that.
Yeah. We had problems, all three of us had problems with it. The question is, does this one have any problems? But before we get to that, Jeremy, what was your theater like?
My theater was almost full as full can be. Oh, man, it was an experience. Nobody clapped, but
Well, there were people
Still a great
clapping
experience.
in my theater. It's funny that one of the few movies I've ever had people clap was a Mortal Kombat movie.
that's awesome, though.
Ryan, what about you?
I went at 11 o'clock at night, and there were a few people there, and nobody clapped. I clapped when I entered the room just to try to hype myself up. Nobody else bought it.
There you go. You got to prepare yourself right.
Yeah, I went on like a Tuesday at like right after work at around 5, and the theater was like half full. I think it was like the second week the movie was out.
Was it half full or half empty?
I'm an optimist when it comes to Mortal Kombat movies, Ryan.
I like that. Optimism for the Mortal Kombat movies. Did that optimism pay off, Cody?
Yeah, like I said, it's a hell of a lot better than that last Mortal Kombat movie.
Hell of a lot better.
They got their shit together this time. But yeah, second Mortal Kombat movie. We continue. We're like a few months after left. I'm not gonna say we continue a few months after the last movie left off, but it's been a few months. Because if you remember, at the final credits scene of the first Mortal Kombat movie, Cole Young goes like, "I'm gonna go recruit Johnny Cage," and then it seems like in this movie, like he completely forgot to do that. It's like Raiden had to go do it.
Yeah. Psych. Raiden's going to take care of it in a few seconds.
The last Mortal Kombat movie starts this brand new character named Cole Young. He's like a descendant of Scorpion, and he's got like reflective powers, armor, and some like nightsticks. But we get to the round of this one, and now we're exactly where we want to be. We got Johnny Cage as the main character, and we've actually got a Mortal Kombat tournament. Last movie was just all prep leading up to the tournament. So, Jeremy, what were your first thoughts?
You have no idea how excited I was for this movie. To see Johnny Cage, oh my God. And this movie delivered. I mean, it fixed a lot of the issues with the first movie. It fixed one of my biggest issues pretty pretty fucking quick.
Oh, okay, we'll discuss that here in a second. After first
I'm
thoughts.
not gonna, yeah,
I
I'm gonna
really
spoil
want
it
to
right away.
discuss that. Ryan, what about you?
I ain't gonna lie. The beginning of this movie, I was having a rough ride with it. And then as the movie went along, I finally got to a point where I really, really loved it.
Really, you didn't like the beginning? That's the beginning was like really good. We were introducing Johnny.
I liked the beginning, but there was a couple things that I was like tentative on. But I came around.
Was it Ed Boon as the barkeeper?
No, it was not.
There's a nice little Easter egg. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, this is the first Mortal Kombat movie I've actually gotten to see in theaters. Now that I'm old enough, my mom didn't take me to go watch a movie about a talking pig. And I gotta say, like, I'd heard from reviews from people that the second movie's a lot better than the first one, and they were right. Especially since this one's more focused on fighting. And they got rid of the stupid crap they brought into the last movie. But
Yes, they did.
anyway, starting off, Ryan, what did you like about like the beginning?
What didn't I like?
Yeah.
So it wasn't it was just more I didn't hate it, but the two things I sort of bumped into and then finally got over was one, I felt like during the beginning of the movie, I just got the feeling watching Kitana's actress that she did not want to be in the movie because something just felt off about her acting. And then as the movie went on, I was like, okay, all right, I get it now. But in the beginning, I was like, do you want to be here, or are you just doing this movie for a paycheck? The other one, and I fully admit this might be, nostalgia talking, but I had to warm up as to Carl Urban as Johnny Cage
Yeah.
because I always felt like Johnny Cage was like supposed to be a pretty boy actor, and I feel like Carl Urban washes his face with sandpaper and doesn't have that like Lyndon Ashby look for the first movie. But again, as the movie went on, I was like, and I love Carl Urban, by the way, great actor. But as the movie went on, I was like, okay, all right, I get it.
Yeah.
Those are the only two things.
Yeah, the new Johnny kind of took a little bit for me to get used to because normally they make him, oh, you're an action star, you're getting off the ground, but here he's a washed up action star.
Yeah.
So that took a little while to get used to. I personally didn't have a problem with Katana's actress, but it kind of felt more like I don't want to be a slave to Shao Kahn like she was.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I got too.
She is great in the movie. Just took me a minute.
Had to warm up to her.
Yeah.
I felt like a lot of the new characters you had to warm up to them a bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Jade and Baraka.
Noob, I did not have to warm up for Noob.
Well, that was the same character from the last movie, just a different color paint.
I know, but I was utterly excited for the moments leading up to it. But yeah, some of the other characters took me. Like it did take me a second with Baraka too, and then I found out he's basically the comedy relief.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
With the recent games, they've been trying to turn Baraka into like a good guy. So I kind of was like, okay, that's what they're trying to do here. So it really didn't surprise me all that much.
Surprised the shit out of me.
Like most of my complaints with the movie are like minor. There's a few like story beats that are like wrong and well, they don't feel right. We'll transition this into Jeremy's first thoughts. So, boys, what did you think about Shao Kahn in the movie?
I had no problems with Shao Kahn.
What
Right.
a giant man.
That's all you gotta say, giant man.
No, he was really good. He was really good. He's really intimidating in the movie. Loved his character. Or really liked his character a lot.
Well, I'm gonna object to that. Like, I felt like he was like really pussified in the movie because like every scene he's in,
Really?
someone's getting like an execution move off on him, and if it wasn't for plot armor, he'd be dead.
Such as
I'll let this first one slip. It's like whenever at the beginning when you get the backstory where he's fighting like Katana's dad and he's got down on his knees and then Katana's dad grabs like the sword or knife or whatever it was, getting ready to stick it through and then grabs the hands and twirls it around and cuts the guy's fingers off. Like, okay, I can live with that. But then same thing happens with Cole Young. Cole impales him and slits his throat. Oh, no, he's got magical healing powers. Liu Kang incinerates him. Magical healing powers. Kitana, magical healing powers until he doesn't have them. So I think Jax did the same thing too.
you didn't like the magical healing powers.
Yeah, I didn't.
You didn't like his plot armor.
Yeah, I don't. I think his plot armor ruined him.
I still think he was intimidating enough, but yeah, he did have he had plot armor,
insane
definitely.
amounts of plot armor. Speaking of that, let's talk about Cole Young.
Oh,
So-
yeah. My beef from the first movie got fixed really quick.
I know. So before, so I watched the first one, and then I was going to the second one. I was like, "Is Cole Young even on this movie poster?" And they have like really tiny on the movie poster. Remember, he's a new character that was like the star of the first movie. Supposed to be like the franchise like spearhead from here on out. And he is like in the background and barely says a word like the majority of the movie. And then it's like, okay, time for the second round of the tournament. And then, like, as soon as he got teleported into like the acid pools, you saw Shao Kahn came out. I was like, oh, this guy's dead.
And there we go. My major beef from the first one was fixed.
I was literally laughing as soon as I saw Shao Kahn came out. It's like, okay, they're not gonna kill the main villain this early into the movie.
Boy, were you wrong, Cody. Killed his ass off quick.
I said the main villain, Jeremy. They didn't kill.
Oh, sorry.
So Cole Young did land execution moves on him, but plot armor.
Okay, to be fair.
I remember like one of the women gasped in the theater. It was like, I can't believe they killed him. I was thinking, like, I can. Fucking sucked. Another thing, they don't mention Arcane once in this movie. So no more explanation where powers come from. It took people's feedback like to heart.
They really did. This is how you fix a franchise. This is how you fix a movie that was taken too far creatively one way and nobody liked it. This is almost like you remember when we were getting Ugly Sonic the Hedgehog for the first time?
Mm-hmm.
And the world rioted, like it bullied it into us actually getting like a good movie with a regular ass looking Sonic the Hedgehog. Guess what? This is how you do it. Bully Hollywood.
That's the lesson for today.
Like boom too much, and you don't get a sequel movie.
That's true. It's got to be the right amount of bullying. But whatever it does, worked because they fixed most everything. They gave us what we wanted in this.
Yeah, I mean, other than like Shao Kahn being kind of pussified, they did the same thing with Quan Chi too. Like every time like Quan Chi's on screen, Kano's also on screen, and Kano's like undermining him all the time. Which I loved it. Like this mime-looking motherfucker, yeah, with this white dildo. When he's like literally supposed to be like one of the strongest people in like the freaking Mortal Kombat universe. But anyways, Jeremy, what were some things you loved about the movie?
I loved how much action we got. It was like it felt paced correctly to me. There was enough breaks in between for the characters to do their thing, but when I see a Mortal Kombat movie, I want to see fight after fight. I didn't realize it was going to be the actual tournament and it was going to be directly fight after fight, but it was awesome. Cinematography, I'm sorry, I'm stealing that from you, Ryan, was awesome in this movie. World building was awesome.
My main complaint about the world building is how many times they fought inside that. I don't know if it was like an Outworld or a Dinia town. They only used like the acid pools like once. Then Liu Kang and Kung Lao fought in like what's that place called? The Vortex or the Nexus? It's the level from Mortal Kombat 2 with like the two monks floating.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I don't remember it either, but
I think it's the Nexus now that I think about it. Like, where's the Living Forest? Why didn't you have like Jax fight Jade in there? Same damn town. 3 or 4 times. Ryan, what about you? What were some things you liked about the movie?
I'm gonna echo what Jeremy said, but I'm gonna go on a little bit of a praise rant. Everybody was talking earlier about how Hollywood listened in this movie. What I loved about this movie was so you had Johnny Cage, who's a guy, a little washed up, immature. That was fine. And then you had Kitana as like the two leads, who is Kitana being a female, right? At no point in this movie did Kitana make Johnny Cage look like a complete moron. And both of them had arcs that get completed at the end of the movie. And again, the guy isn't made to look like an idiot to service the female. They just completed those arcs independently, and it worked and made me happy.
Well said.
Ryan, what about the whole fight between Kitana and Johnny though? Right at the beginning.
What about it?
Well, she was kicking his ass the whole time, and then you get to the finish him. Johnny's sitting there like stumbling around like in the games. Or she's like, I'm not doing this, and he falls over, which is a little Easter egg.
I actually didn't mind that. My bullshit meter did not get set off at that point. Probably because it was the beginning of the movie, so I was hopeful.
You're optimistic.
I'm very optimistic, yeah. I also love that there was no line equivalent to next time you will die in this film. That was nice.
I thought Sindel was going to make a reference to that.
That would have been hilarious.
But by the way, did you boys notice like Sindel kind of got written out of the movie at a certain point?
Yeah, she didn't have too much of a presence, did she?
Yeah, like she gets killed like the bottom of the pit, and then like Shao Kahn's like, "Oh, I brought her back," and then she mysteriously disappears for the rest of the movie. I think the reason for that is if you haven't heard, originally Sindel wasn't supposed to be in the movie, and they were supposed to use Tremor instead. But they thought like Tremor's like earth powers didn't make much sense for fighting like Sonya in the pit. So they switched to like Sindel since her voice could move stuff around.
That makes sense.
So I think that's kind of why she got written out. But
goddamn, I would love to see Tremor. Please bring Tremor in the third one.
We'll get to what we want in the next movie, Jeremy. So, Jeremy, you first. What were some of your favorite fights?
Obviously, I'm going to say the Noob versus Scorpion fight. That was just absolutely sick, and everything I wanted to see in a big Scorpion or a big screen Scorpion event. That was such a sick fight. I also liked I I like the Baraka versus Johnny Cage fight a lot too.
Yeah, Johnny was completely outmatched and it's like trying to improvise. I liked whenever he tried hiding behind like the curtain and like the little Tarkatan kids were like watching him. So he's like shh, and this is Baraka comes in. They both pointed like the curtain.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was absolutely one of my favorite fights. So obviously Noob versus Scorpion, and then honorable fun mention to Baraka versus Cage.
Well, Jeremy, did you at least like the fight between Bihan's like shadow version and Kano and Johnny? Or was it just
Yes,
the
I did.
Scorpion portion?
Like I said, anything with Scorpion, man. I also, for my own selfish reasons, love the Shao Kahn versus Cole match. That's me being petty, I know, but I loved it. It was a cool fight anyway.
Yeah, I'll say it's being petty. Like I didn't think it was that good of a fight because I didn't mention it during Mortal Kombat 1 review, but Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2021, whatever. The movie originally got an adult rating, so they had to cut down on the violence. So like I felt like that his death kind of got minimized due to that, where Shao Kahn just smashes his head. You don't get to see any gore or anything, and then kind of frames him over with this hammer to into the acid.
Me petty, but you know the reasons I loved it. They fixed my beef.
Shit character. Ryan, what about you?
I'm gonna go with Kitana versus Shao Kahn at the end. Shao Kahn getting his comeuppance.
Fair.
I wanted him dead the moment he killed her father.
Just giving her some stakes in the matter.
What about you, Cody?
Yeah, you boys have said it. Like those are all really good fights. I absolutely love though, like the Liu Kang versus Kung Lao fight though.
I knew you were going to bring that up because I need to do an honorable mention for that one too, because that fight was fucking sick.
Yeah, if there's like one main spotlight fight, it was that one. They're not fighting that stupid town that everyone keeps fighting in. I maybe say like whenever Sindel and Sonya fought in like the bottom of the pits, that felt kind of like a cheap out. It's like in the first movie where Raiko and Jax were fighting like on the top of the pits. You expected someone to get thrown in there, but they didn't. And here we are now. We're at the bottom of the pits. Like okay, maybe that's like a reptile Easter egg, but a reptile ain't in this movie. Oh, speaking of that, did you notice how they went and recovered Kano's body, but didn't bother to recover Tal's body like 20 feet away?
Like, we don't need him.
But anyways, back to what I was saying, like the Kung Lao versus Liu Kang fight, and it's like we're best friends. We shouldn't do this. We're almost like brothers. And like I just love the way like it's like I'll find a way to save you, and then it's like Liu Kang like acts like he's given up, and then Kung Lao is like his hat doing the saw blade thing on the ground. And then he does like the diver grabs him and then just drops him on the fucking hat right through the chest. That was such an epic fight. You know, this movie's mostly fights, so just kind of an honorable mention is not a fight. I did like the scene where, like, whenever Kano and Johnny returned to Raiden, Raiden was like, "Why are you helping us now?" He's like, have you ever been to Outworld? It's like, shit, it's just sand. I miss air conditioning. I miss bottomless breadsticks. I miss threesomes. I miss foursomes. I miss Jack and Coke. I miss only Jack. I miss only Coke. I thought that was hilarious.
It was. I mean, even though this movie did just like it was mainly about fighting. I mean, that's the whole series. It's mainly about fighting, but like I didn't feel it was too much ever at one point. It was exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, they broke it up nicely. All right, so I think it's safe to say we're gonna get another movie.
Yes.
Jeremy,
I think so.
Combat versus DC.
I was thinking,
Batman.
I was expecting that joke earlier.
I was sitting on it. I ain't gonna lie. I've been sitting on this entire review.
All right, Jeremy, what would you like to see in this next movie? What do you expect?
Can I expect it to be as good as this one? I don't know. It depends on how much Johnny Cage is in the spotlight, I guess, again. But can lightning strike twice? Let's ask Raiden. I want to see Trimmer. Trimmer would be awesome to see on the screen.
Ryan, what about you?
I just said it.
Okay.
Actually, when I was at the movie and I was thinking about a possible Mortal Kombat 3, I was not really enthused because I didn't really like the game Mortal Kombat 3. that much because like
Oh,
there's just a bukkake of characters that's
yeah.
overwhelming for me. So
Um,
I was like, you know what? I'm good with this.
Building off of that, I don't think they're gonna do Mortal Kombat 3 in like the next movie because like, well, Mortal Kombat 3 is the first timeline, and then that's like after Shao Kahn's lost the tournament. Well, they killed Shao Kahn at the end of this movie, so unless Shao Kahn comes back, which I don't think they would do, Mortal Kombat 3 ain't gonna happen. If anything, I think we're gonna do Mortal Kombat 4 with Shinnok. Maybe like Shinnok wakes up, it's like, oh, someone destroyed my amulet, or they'll do Deadly Alliance. And I think that's the most likely one. Since Quan Chi and Shang Tsung are still pretty much in the game at the end of this. Or maybe they'll just do Mortal Kombat versus DC.
No, that would be sick. I'm here for it.
I
Give me
guess-
Batman fighting Scorpion.
Ryan, would you like to see those pointless battles on the big screen?
Absolutely.
I don't even care if there's a story involved. I just want to see it happen.
I just want to throw my money away.
All right, Jeremy, last topic on to you.
What do you guys think of Jax's death?
I knew they were gonna have to kill some people, but like it surprised me who like the characters they killed.
I did not expect them to kill off Jax.
Yeah. By the way, did you notice that when Shao Kahn killed people, it was almost always impaling them with his hammer? Like at a certain point, you just want a fucking spear.
And that's
Yeah.
not a euphemism, folks.
That was my problem with Shao Kahn too. Is like he really wasn't using the hammer like he should have. It was just constantly impaling people. That fucking thing. What was the question?
The question was revolving around Jax's death. Like,
Oh,
it
yeah.
just if it caught you guys off guard, or
It did,
Whatnot.
but I hope the viewers know you're being spoiled if you haven't figured it out yet. So far in this review.
spoiler alert!
But-
This whole review's been a spoiler.
Yeah, like at the end of the movie, you got Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Jax, and Cole Young. God, he even existed. Are all dead, and it's like, okay, we're gonna have to find a way to rescue them. Like, so they might be doing like the second timeline thing with the Revenants, but if you aren't familiar with the second timeline, that whole plotline kind of fizzled out. Didn't really go anywhere. So maybe they're actually trying to go somewhere with it. Jeremy, final thoughts?
Final thoughts. This movie was everything I needed and wanted in a Mortal Kombat movie. I had a few minor problems. Cody, absolutely get what you're saying about Shao Kahn. I didn't mind him as a character, but I see your beefs with him. And he's pussified. Like, he didn't have that name. He would have got his ass kicked the entire movie. Other than that, this movie is easily gets the stamp of approval.
All right, Ryan, final thoughts?
Took me a minute to warm up, but I got there. Go see it. It's great.
Yep. I'll echo what these boys have said. Great movie. A lot better than the last one. Fixes all the mistakes the first one made. The perfect? No, but you'll definitely enjoy it, especially if you like Mortal Kombat. All right, let's scale it. Jeremy, you're familiar with the scale that we're using today. It's the martial arts tournament scale. So, on a scale of African Kung Fu Nazis to Mortal Kombat Annihilation, that crappy second Mortal Kombat movie. Now we got a good second Mortal Kombat movie, so where would you rank it?
Ooh, I'm just going to put this a few notches underneath African Kung Fu Nazis. I mean, there's no beating the perfection that African Kung Fu Nazis was. Unfortunately, there's just nothing that's going to come close.
Hey, fair enough. Ryan, what about you?
Exactly what Jeremy said.
Yep. Should I ask
You could
to
say
rank-
African Kung Fu Nazis was the flawless victory.
It really perfected the martial arts tournament genre. Yeah, it's really high up there. Hopefully the next movie turns out to be good. Alright, everyone. Thanks for listening to our episode of Tairimo Boys podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Don't see who your favorite Mortal Kombat character is. Don't forget to ring the motherfucking bell. Stay tuned for more episodes.